Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the UL Monroe Warhawks kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Tackle brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here comes Keelan Russell, a freshman prospect from Texas. And he is wasting no time making his collegiate debut, a 5-star in high school, and now we'll see what he has at this level. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Going to the run, it's Hill. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. On the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Options galore here. 2nd and just a few inches. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Russell. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo.
Kangaroos his way. Lots of running room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Warhawks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Russell on play action. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Monroe out front. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Keelan Russell looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Third and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
And I love it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Lets it fly on the move. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They go play action with Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll move the tight end. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got...
The extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Jamison. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. And the Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jamison. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. This time they'll go to the running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Back to pass on second down. Makes a connection. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Rush is on him. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gonna have to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, UL Monroe!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the quick grab. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Russell. Just a quick rhythm. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Again, it's Russell. Under fire. And they got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Running into the open space. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the play fake. Looking deep. Finds space on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the UL Monroe head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys?
All right, Holly. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jamison.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll try to run for it. Nice move there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Looking for a gap. It's Jamison. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Slithers into space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On target. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Warhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Off the boot, looking for his man. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Doing it himself again. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Russell on play action. Bringing the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Corners are going to bail. 4th down, Russell. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the red zone, it's Jamison. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down, and down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They go play action with Russell. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Pressure coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, this freshman wide receiver in his first start has delivered. We told you before the game this would be a huge moment for him, and he has lived up to our expectations and the fans' and coaches' expectations. They have continued to feed him throughout the course of this game, even more than we expected, and now with an opportunity to close it out with a win, I expect him to continue to get the ball. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the back in motion. Try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might as well stick with him. Sweet cut there. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does the portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.